The Whispering Fog. In a small, nameless town nestled between rolling hills and dense woods, a strange fog rolled in one autumn evening. It wasn't the usual mist that blurred the edges of things. This fog seemed alive, twisting and curling like ghostly fingers. It was unnaturally silent. No crickets, no owls, not even the rustling of leaves. Mara, a new arrival in town, watched the fog from her window. She had rented a small house at the edge of the forest, far from prying eyes, hoping to escape her troubled past. The fog, she noticed, stopped at her gate, as if respecting some unseen boundary. That night, the whispers began. At first, Mara thought it was the wind, but there was no breeze. The whispers grew louder, words indistinct but urgent. They seemed to come from the fog itself, which pressed against her windows like a living thing. Unable to sleep, Mara lit a candle and sat by the fireplace, clutching a mug of tea. As the whispers grew more insistent, she thought she heard her name being called, a soft, mournful sound that sent chills down her spine. Mara, come, see. Against her better judgment, she stepped outside, candle in hand. The fog recoiled momentarily, but then surged forward, wrapping around her ankles like a pleading child. The whispers became clearer now, weaving stories of sorrow and longing, each voice overlapping the next. They spoke of the town's dark history, a place built on stolen land, where the original inhabitants had vanished without a trace. The fog, it seemed, was all that remained of them, a restless, collective spirit seeking justice. Mara, you must listen. She tried to back away, but the fog clung tighter, pulling her toward the woods. The candle flickered and died, plunging her into darkness. Panic surged through her as she realized she was no longer in her yard. The ground beneath her feet was soft and spongy, and the air was heavy with the scent of decay. A figure emerged from the fog, a tall, faceless silhouette with arms outstretched. It whispered directly into her mind now, its voice cold and commanding. Take our place. Free us. Before Mara could scream, the fog enveloped her completely. It was cold and suffocating, yet strangely comforting, like a lullaby laced with poison. Her vision blurred, and the world dissolved into nothingness. The next morning, the fog was gone, and so was Mara. The townspeople avoided her house, muttering about the curse that befell anyone who lived there. Weeks later, a new resident moved in, oblivious to the whispers that would soon call their name. And at the edge of the forest, a new shadow joined the others, forever wandering in the fog.